Hi friends, my name is Nandita. I am from Andhra Pradesh.
Good morning to one and all. I wish you a very happy Dasara. Children, India is a land of festivals and celebrations. One or the other festival is celebrated in some part of the country throughout the year. All festivals convey the message of love, brotherhood, and unity. They are celebrated by all Indians. Dasara is an important festival. It is also known as Vijayadashmi. Dasara or Vijayadashmi is an important Hindu festival which signifies the victory of God over evil. The annual festival is celebrated with great enthusiasm and fervor by Hindus across the world on the 10th day of Navaratra, which falls on the 10th day of Ashwini or Kartika month as per the Hindu calendar. Children, as mentioned earlier, Dasara or Vijayadashmi has various stories behind it, and so the festival is celebrated in different ways across India. For instance, in most states in North or Western India, Dasara is celebrated in honor of Lord Rama, Ram Leelas, which are reenactment of musical plays based on the Ramacharitra Manas are performed, leading to Dasara when large effigies of Ravana, Kumbhakarna, and Meghananda are burnt down. On the contrary, in many places in South India, the festival is celebrated in honor of Maha Saraswati, Hindu goddess of knowledge and art. On this day, people clean and worship their instruments of livelihood and seek goddess Saraswati blessings. In Western India, especially in Gujarat, people observe fast and worship the 9 Navaratras of goddess Durga for the 9 days of Navaratras leading to Dasara or Vijayadashmi. Dandiya and Garba were played during these 9 days. On the 10th day, Ma Durga idol is immersed in water, signifying her return to Mount Kailasa with Lord Shiva. Meanwhile, in West Bengal, Durga Puja leads to Vijayadashmi, also called Baijoy Dasami, wherein clay statues of Durga Ma are immersed in water bodies, thus bidding a farewell to the goddess. Right before the immersion, Bengali women, including in Sindur Khela, wherein they play Sindur on each other and wear red clothing, thus signifies Durga's victory. Let us discuss the importance of Dasara. During 9 days preceding to Dasara or Durga Puja, devotees in the eastern states worship the 9 avatars of goddess Durga. Each of these 9 forms represent a different side of goddess Durga. Ma Brahmacharini is seen a symbol of peace and purity, while Ma Kushmanda is believed to the source of all energy in the universe. People also prefer to buy new vehicles, properties, or other new things on the day of Dasara. It is an auspicious occasion and it is believed to be the perfect day to start a new project or business. Devotees distribute gifts and sweets among their relatives and friends and also believe in celebrating this festival with their close ones. People often pray for a new beginning in their lives and also ask for forgiveness for any wrongdoing things. Dasara celebration is an important part of Indian culture. The vibrant colors, the huge idols, and the relatable themes are the major attraction for foreign tourists. It holds a special place in the hearts of devotees and it is usually followed by the festival of lights Diwali. Let us discuss the importance and significance of Navaratri. Navaratri is considered as an important sacred festival in the Hindu religion. Navaratri worships goddess Durga and her various forms, which are the epitomes of power and have the ability to bring in anything desired. Not to forget, it were these 9 goddess Navadurga who were able to conquer the most dangerous demon who could not be defeated by any of the other superpowers. Hence, you could have understood the importance and significance of these 9 days, which are most powerful of all. Navaratri in India is the biggest religious festival for 9 propitious days. The celebration goes on for these favorable days with different rituals and customs in distinct parts. These 9 days have a great significance in Hindus' culture and religion. The worships adore their mother in beautiful incarnations with incompatible celebrations for 9 consecutive days of Navaratri. Here is the importance of Navaratri celebration. Goddess Shakti exists in numerous ferocious as well as innocent manifestations. Hence, the celebration of each day of Navaratri is dedicated to each goddess embodiment for 9 sacred days. Navaratri is reversed to show utter devotion and respect to goddess and those recognized with full devotion, zeal, enthusiasm all over the country. It is believed that Mother Durga defeated the demon Mahishasura on this festivity. Therefore, the solemnization begins with lighting the houses, temples, and other divine places to spread happiness and gaiety all the corners. In North India, the 9th day festival Chaitra Navaratri is observed to celebrate the victory of Rama over Ravana. During the festival, people dress up in traditional clothing, observing fast and offer prayers. Being one of the celebrated and distinguished religious occurrence for the Hindu community, this festival has become the most reverenced holy occasion. The occasion exhibits the victory of God over evil. Hence, the sacred glass starts with fasting, decorations, bhajans, etc. People also invite small girls for the bogi and prasada, followed by placing goddess images during the last days. In Hindu narration, Chaitra Navaratri is also termed as Vasanta Navaratri, since there is divine rivalry marks the beginning of Vasanta Ritu or spring season in Indian culture. Let us discuss the significance of Navaratri. Navaratri means 9 nights, Nava means 9 and Ratri means night. The saints have given more significance to understanding it scientifically. Night is peaceful and quiet. Tantra, mantra and other supernatural things are in a strong position. It is easy to concentrate at night. Chanting mantra in a peaceful environment yields auspicious result. Many obstacles of nature are removed. This time may be used for gaining mental power and yogic powers. Scientifically, performing things during the day increases the chances of problems in concentrating. Just away radio signals face problem during the daytime but improve in the night. The sound of bells and conch kills germs up to far away places. This period is used for siddhi, for fulfilling wishes. We worship the divine power to bestow upon all of us enough potent powers to maintain our physical and mental balance. Then they keep the Shraddha to remember our ancestors. So we can remember the beautiful memory those we have spent with our grandfather, grandmother and others. When we think about it, those happy moments, our sattva goes up, so our energy levels goes up. Let us discuss the 10 evils of life. 9 days of worshipping to the Mother Goddess Durga, the source of energy, help us to get rid of 10 evils of our own life. There are no Rakshasas like Mahishasura. The real Rakshasa are our ego, sorrow, greedy, jealous, etc., which should be killed by ourselves. The 10 days, including Vijayadashami, refers to 10 evils. The first one is karma. Better to know to be an sensuous appetite regarded as sinful. Second one is anger. Anger or krodh is a strong feeling of annoyance, displeasure, and hostility. Next one, third one is greed. Greed is an intensive and selfish desire for something, especially wealth, power, and God. Fourth one is attachment. Affection, fondness, sympathy for someone or something is called attachment. Ego. Ankar, also called, is a person's sense or self-esteem or self-important. Fear. Fear or dar is a mixed feeling of dread and reverence caused by the threat of danger, pain, and or harm. Jealousy or irsha, also called the state of feeling of being jealous. Inertia is a tendency to do nothing, to remain unchanged. The ninth one is feel. Feel or hate is a feel intense dislike, criticize, and abuse. Tenth one is guilty. Guilty is a responsible for specified wrongdoing thing. Children, now let us discuss about the 9 avatars of Mahadurga. The first day is called Shailaputri. In Telugu it is called Gayatri Mata. On the first day, Devi Shailaputri is worshipped in the form of Devi Parvati is revered as the daughter of Himalaya Raju. Shaila means extraordinary or raising to great heights. The divine consequences represented by Devi always surges from the peak. On the first day of Navaratri, we propitiate Devi Shailapuri so that we may also attain the highest state of consequences. The second day avatar is called as Brahmachari. On the second day, Devi Brahmachari is propitiated. Devi Brahmachari is the form of Devi Parvati in which she undertook penance to have Lord Shiva as her consort. Brahma means divine consciousness and Achar refers to behavior. Brahmachari is the behavior or an act that is established in divine consciousness. This day is specially scared to meditate and explore our inner divinity. Third day is called Chandraghanta. It is presiding Devi. Chandraghanta is a special form that Devi Parvati assumed at the time of her marriage with Lord Shiva. Chandra refers to moon. The moon represents our mind. The mind is restless and keeps moving from one thought to another. Ghanta means a bell which produces only one kind of sound always. The significance is that when our mind is established at the point that is divine, then our prana means life force energy gets consolidated, leading to harmony and peace. This day those significance withdrawing from all our vagaries of mind with a single focus on Mother Divine. Fourth day. On the fourth day, Mother Divine is worshipped as Devi Kushmanda. Kushmanda means, in Telugu it is called Mahalakshmi Avatar. Kushmanda means the meaning is pumpkin. Ku means little. Ushma means energy and Anda refers to egg. This entire universe which arose from the cosmic egg is manifested from an infinitesimal energy of Devi. A pumpkin also represents prana as it has the unique property of absorbing and radiating prana. It is one of the most pranic vegetables. On this day we worship Devi Kushmanda, which shower us with her divine energy. fifth day of Nava Durga Mata avatar is called Skanda Mata. In Telugu, it is called Lalita Tripura Sundari avatar. Skanda Mata means mother of Skanda. On the fifth day, the motherly aspect of Devi Parvati is worshipped. In this form, she is the mother of Lord Kartikeya. She represents motherly affection. Worshipping this form of Devi bringing abundance of wisdom, wealth, power, prosperity and liberation. Sixth day of Mata Durga avatar is called Katyayani. In Telugu, it is called as Saraswati Devi avatar. On the sixth day, Devi manifests as Katyayani. It is a form that Mother Divine assumed to annihilate the demonic forces in the universe. She was born from the anger of gods. She is one who slayed Mahishasura. As per our scriptures, anger that supports dharma means righteousness is acceptable. Devi Katyayani represents the divine principle and forms of the Mother Divine who is behind natural calamities and disasters. She is the anger that arises in creation to restore balance. Devi Katyayani is invoked on the sixth day to put an end to all our inner foes that are an obstacle on the path of spiritual evolution. Seventh day. Seventh day of Mata Durga avatar is called Kalaratri. In Telugu, it is called as Durga Devi avatar. On the seventh day, we invoke Devi Kalaratri. Mother Nature has two extremes. One is terrifying and devastating. The other is beautiful and serene. Devi Kalaratri is a fierce form of Devi. Kalaratri represents the dark night. Night is also considered an aspect of Mother Divine as it is night that brings solace, rest and comfort to our souls. It is only at night that we get a glimpse of infinity in the seeks. Devi Kalaratri is that infinite dark energy that our houses innumerable universes. Eighth day. Eighth day of Ma Durga avatar is called Mahagauri. In Telugu, it is called Mahishasura Vardhini avatar. Devi Mahagauri is that which is beautiful, gives momentum and freedom in life. Mahagauri represents the beautiful and serene aspect of nature. She is that energy which propels our lives and also liberates us. She is the Devi who is worshipped on the eighth day. Ninth day. Siddharthini. Siddharthini in Telugu, the avatar is called Rajarajeshwari Devi. On that ninth day, we worshipped Devi Siddhartri. Siddhi means perfection. Devi Siddhartri brings perfection in life. She makes the impossible into possible. She takes us beyond that ever reasoning logical mind to explore the real beyond time and space. Now, finally, let us discuss how it is celebrated. Like all other festivals in India, Dasara is also observed with much enthusiasm and fervor by people of all ages. Though people from various corners of India celebrated this festival, that significance and mode of celebrations different from place to place. Here are some of the key highlights of the celebration. First one is processions. In some parts of the country where Vijayadashmi is observed, people take out a large processions and carry the idols of Durga, Lakshmi, Saraswati, Ganesh and Kartik to a river or a large water body for immersion. Such processions are marked by music, singing, dancing and a mode of merriment. Second one is Ramaleela. Elsewhere, people take a part in Ramaleelas, which are dance dramas depicting the epic of Ramayana. In these musicals, people, including children, dress up as the characters of Ramayana and enact scenes. These play continue for 9 days prior to the final act of killing Ravana on the Dasara day. Next one is Ravana Dahana. In some other places, the main attraction of Dasara is Ravana Dahan. It involves the burning of towering effigies of Ravana along with those of his brothers Kumbhakarna and son Meghanand. This burning of effigies symbolizes who that's a no-brainer, the destruction of evil. Besides this, people also burst crackers and feast with their families and friends. Colorful fairs and exhibitions are put up at many places that added to the friends' atmosphere of the festival. Children, now let us discuss why do we do Ayudha Puja. Let us see what is the significance of Ayudha Puja. We look at the significance of Ayudha Puja as Sadhguru explains how this festival can be important tool for growth and much more than just a ritual. Ayudha Puja means worship of tools or instrument and is a very important part of the Navaratri festival. It is celebrated on the 9th day or Navami Tithi of Navaratri festival. Demon king Mahishasura was killed by goddess Durga Devi after 8 days of fierce battle between the two. After killing the demon king, weapons of the goddess were kept for worship. To commemorate this, people keep aside on the day to pray for the tools and instruments that are used for their daily living. Ayudha Puja is celebrated on the last day of Navaratri before Dasara. In many places, especially in South India, Ayudha Puja is also celebrated as Saraswati Puja. As per the mythology, as we discussed, the demon Mahishasura and his group of other demons were believed to be slain by Chamundeswari. So this victory is celebrated on Ayudha Puja. Another mythological belief is that Arjuna his tools in a tree while he was in exile. Then later on a day before Vijayadashami, he collected his tools and went for the war to Kurukshetra. History shows that he had won the war, and from then on people keep one day aside to bless all items that are used for daily livings. Then the day after that it is taken to start new work, and that the day is named as Vijayadashami. After the 8th day of Navaratri, all the weapons and tools are placed in front of the goddess to gain her blessings and favor. Whatever tool or equipment needed to bless will have to be cleaned, polished before presenting to the goddess. Then a mix of fresh turmeric and sandalwood paste is prepared and a tilak is placed in the center of the tool. Prior to celebration, they are arranged on a platform and decorated with flowers. For students, this is a time when they can keep books and all their study material for receiving blessings to perform well. Devotees should take care that their items should not be disturbed, and bhajans and pujans should be conducted during the whole time. Once again, I wish you a happy Dasara. Thank you.